What's going on, YouTube? Ferocity here. Hope you guys are doing well. I've been seeing this meme a lot lately across the Call of Duty community, and I think it's resonating with a lot of players. Black Ops 6 at launch was all about the endless possibilities of this game. It had some good elements, it had some good ideas, and now here we are 9 months later, and unfortunately, Treyarch has completely fumbled all of the potential this game had. Like, even if we go back to when this game was originally announced, there was a lot of positivity within the community. There was a lot of curiosity, and of course, there was a ton of hope. Because the first marketing of this game was really well done. It had this air of mystery to it. The truth lies slogan was everywhere, and all of us were curious on what was to come. And then, of course, they announced the new innovation Omni movement, and a lot of us were curious about that as well. And then, to top it all off, it was also a game being developed by Treyarch, and it had 4 years of development, something we hadn't seen before in the Call of Duty franchise. So all of this was cause for excitement. And then we got our hands on the beta, and I think a lot of people wanted to give the beta the benefit of the doubt. Sure, it wasn't perfect, but it had a lot of good elements that we could build off of. But one of its main warts were the maps, and a lot of people didn't like them. But Treyarch assured us things would be better in the full game. Again, trying to provide hope for the community, because that's what we desperately needed. And unfortunately, when the game launched, the maps were one of the major talking points. And not positively, mind you. A lot of people didn't like them, myself included. But it's okay. It's the game at launch. And I think all of us have come to terms with the fact that these games are going to develop over time. They're a live service game. They're going to get better. At least that was our belief. Because it was so heavily criticized in the beginning, surely Treyarch wasn't going to double down and continuously make the same mistakes with their maps over and over and over again. But here we are, 9 months later, and they've committed the same mistakes over and over and over again with their map design. Not being able to resonate with players. And I think every time they bring a map back from another game, it just showcases the problems with Black Ops 6's map design even more. But not only that, I think it also shows players that Black Ops 6's gameplay and their mechanics don't really work well with some of these older maps either. Like, I can't sit here and say that firing range is the same on Black Ops 6 as it is in Black Ops 1. It just doesn't work as well. And I don't know what it is. I can't pinpoint exactly what it is, but it does feel inferior to games before it. And that's a problem. When older maps that you're relying on to provide nostalgia and to provide stability with your gameplay experience don't hit with the community, that's a problem, especially when your new maps don't provide that stability either. So they're really fumbling the bag. But the problem with the post-launch support of Black Ops 6 goes much further than just the map design. The seasons themselves have been more or less underwhelming, introducing more problems than they solve. Bugs remain unaddressed or completely forgotten about. It seems that this game is just hell-bent on trying to provide more content without fixing any of its problems. And we've talked endlessly on this channel about the problems that Black Ops 6 has, so I don't really want to go into too much detail here. But it's a shame that they had a game that had so much potential. A community that had a ton of hope. But it's become a soulless commercialization of the industry. There's no identity attributed to this game. There's nothing special to this game. The marketing more or less lied with the campaign. There was no real air of mystery revolving around the campaign. They just overpromised and underdelivered. This meme is exactly a perfect depiction of Black Ops 6. A launch that had its problems, had its warts, but ever since launch, they've continuously made the game worse. Like, even just comparing Black Ops 6's events to MW3's is night and day. You felt like you wanted to complete the events in Modern Warfare 3. In Black Ops 6, they feel more or less like a chore. There's no creativity, there's no individuality, it's just the same type of events over and over and over again. And I've litigated that enough. I don't want to go into too much detail or too much depth here. But it's embarrassing that they couldn't at least try to make things better as the game's life cycle went on. Sure, try a few things in the beginning, see if they work, see if they don't, that's fine. But to do the same thing over and over and over again, it lacks creativity and it showcases laziness. And that's really the perfect way to summarize the Black Ops 6 post-launch content. It's really been lazy. Like, even bringing back Verdansk is fine. But they've just kind of said that's all we're doing this year with Warzone. Guys, this is our big last chance with Warzone, and all you're going to get is the same map you played back in 2020. Sure, it was good, but it's not good enough. Like, it's good in the short term, but what's the long-term plan? Are we really waiting until 2026 to get a new Warzone map? To get Avalon finally? Like, it just feels very half-assed. Which makes perfect sense when the leaks about Black Ops 7 started to emerge. When we started to find out that the next Call of Duty game was going to be a direct sequel to Black Ops 6, the whole post-launch content calendar for Black Ops 6 begins to make sense. The half-assery makes a ton of sense, because I guarantee you anything creative, new, or at all innovative was held back so that they could release it with Black Ops 7. Because when developing two games simultaneously, one is going to be put on the back burner and one is going to be prioritized. And it's pretty clear now which one was prioritized and which one was put on the back burner. Although we haven't played Black Ops 7 yet, so maybe Black Ops 7 is even worse, which begs the question, what has Treyarch been doing for the last 4 years? And into next year, 5. It's not good enough. It's that simple. I'm not saying you can't enjoy the content that we've received in Black Ops 6. That's not what this video is about. It's just trying to depict that you deserve better, that the franchise deserves better, that the overall post-launch content we've received isn't good enough. It doesn't meet the standard that this community should have for this company. They're making billions of dollars, guys. They can do better than this. They can fix bugs that have been in the game since launch. They can fix their anti-cheat. They can get better servers. They can get a more consistent matchmaking system. But no, everything has been essentially glossed over this year in favor of pushing it to Black Ops 7. At least that's how it feels. Cutting content from Black Ops 6, cutting originality from this game in favor of pushing it into next year. That's brutal. So yeah, I agree with this meme. I'm curious if you do as well. Let me know with a comment down below how you feel about this meme, and if you share the same sentiment. Would love to hear your thoughts in that comment section down below. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed watching this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more videos from me, please hit that subscribe button. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.